and Drew Jennings was willing to lose the battle to win the war. Today we will prove to you that Drew Jennings put a 1-inch metal galvanized screw in the chicken sandwich of Bryson Saylor. Why? Because Bryson Saylor was her only competition. And if you take out your only competition, then you win the war. This is Bryson Saylor. For 20 years, she built her company, Saylorman's Chicken, from the ground up in poultry, and she rightfully earned the title, the Chicken Queen. This is Drew Jennings. She also recently opened a branch of her franchise, Eat More Chicken, in poultry, that's part of a national chain. Drew Jennings started this war when she created a Twitter account and hid behind the name #1 Chicken Fan 1. She then fired the first shot in this war when she tweeted out false accusations about Miss Saylor's business. Miss Saylor then proceeded in direct messaging #1 Chicken Fan 1, aka Drew Jennings, and told her to stop. That's when Drew Jennings fired the second shot in today's war. She direct messaged Bryson Saylor and told her of the joy that she would experience watching her demise. She wrote, "Going to enjoy watching your kingdom crumble." The next day, Bryson Saylor went to Eat More Chicken to try one of their chicken sandwiches and compare it to her own classic. Austin Biltmore will take the stand today and tell you that when she saw Drew Jennings, or when she saw Bryson Saylor enter Eat More Chicken that day, Drew Jennings stopped everything she was doing so that she could personally attend to Bryson herself. She'll tell you that Drew Jennings brought her toolbox up to the register when she was serving Bryson Saylor. Her toolbox at a food service counter? Yes. We will prove to you that she was preparing for what she would do next. Drew Jennings then took that chicken sandwich box. She opened it, and she turned away from the crowd and out of the line of sight. She then fired her final shot in this war by closing that chicken sandwich box and hand-delivering it to Bryson Saylor herself. You see, members of the jury, Bryson Saylor didn't feel that screw until she swallowed, and she felt a sharp, piercing pain in her throat. She immediately went to the local hospital. Dr. Cameron Cares will take the stand today and tell you that she did in fact remove a 1-inch galvanized screw from the stomach of Bryson Saylor before it tore her stomach to shreds. Now, you may be asking yourself, why would Drew Jennings do this? Surely she had to know that her sales would drop if the people of poultry found out that Bryson Saylor had been harmed, or worse, in her restaurant. But what is a small drop in sales if you take out your only competition? Members of the jury, she was willing to lose that battle to win the war. Today, we will ask that you find Jennings liable for battery. Now, this simply means that Jennings caused offensive physical contact with Bryson Saylor intentionally. Today, the plaintiff does hold the burden to prove that to you through a preponderance of the evidence. So think about the scales of justice. At the end of today's case, all of the evidence will have been placed on that scale. And if that scale tips only slightly in favor of Miss Saylor, no matter how slight that tip, you must find in her favor. An American novelist by the name of Gore Vidal once wrote, "It is not enough to succeed. All others must fail." It was Drew Jennings' jealousy and greed that led her to put that screw in that sandwich. She was willing to lose the battle to win the war. And that's why at the end of today's case, we will ask that you find her liable. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kreider.